My name is Patrick Grinnan. I've been training for 11 years. I started training under Octavio Couto, and then when he moved to Italy, I started training with Rafael Lang. I'm a black belt, and I have a 4.5-year-old son and an 8-month-old daughter. What initially drew me to Jiu-Jitsu was the outlet for competitiveness and the depth of the sport. I'd always liked working out, and I played sports growing up, and as you get older, there's kind of not a lot of outlets for kind of like one-on-one competition. And with Jiu-Jitsu, you encounter that every single day. But then the depth that it provides, you come in and you're learning something. You can train with intensity, or you can come in and just kind of mess around with your friends. And so that aspect of it, kind of just how much it provides for you, is something that I've always really liked. I want everything that I teach to be fun and effective. So first and foremost, I always want people to come in and have fun. It's super fun just trying to beat up your friends. That's always one of my favorite things to do. But I also want it to be effective. I don't want to be teaching people things that aren't going to work in a real life scenario. So I always want you to come in and have fun, but I really want it to be something that you can take to any gym against any type of training partner and have that work. Memorable moments that I've had with my students is I always really appreciate when they ask me questions after trying a technique, because that shows me that they're really understanding the technique, and they're not just kind of repeating what I'm showing them. So if somebody tries something live and then they come and ask me a question after class and it shows that they were really listening to me, that's something that I appreciate. I also like when they try it against me. When I'm live rolling with somebody and they are trying to do something that I just showed them, that shows that they have not only the confidence to try it, but the willingness. They know that I just showed that to them, but they're still trying to catch me with it. So that shows to me that they're really paying attention. The key qualities that I think that every successful Jiu-Jitsu practitioner should have are humility and adaptability. You have to accept that in this sport, at any given moment, you could just lose. It's a one-on-one sport, so you have to really have that humility to come in and accept that it just might not be your day. You can't win every single time. And if you're so bothered by losing that you can't come back, then you're never gonna proceed in the sport. You also have to adapt. There's so many different ways that the human body can move, so many different ways to win or lose, that you have to kind of adapt to the moment. And if you don't have that within you, you're going to have to learn it. And so it's super important to be able to adapt to your opponent at any moment. The way that I help my students develop these traits of adaptability and humility are every single day when you come in, you're going to live roll with somebody, so you're going to be encountering that one-on-one situation where you have to overcome an opponent. I think that's super important. But I'm also going to make sure that you get a lot of reps in a certain position, so that you can really figure out, like, okay, this situation, maybe I should try this, but maybe I have to adapt. My opponent's maybe too heavy or he's too quick, and I have to change what I do. So I like to put my students in a situation where they're going to have to adapt. You know that if you get put in a position, I've shown you exactly how you can use that technique or that position from that situation. So in this sport, it's ever changing. Your opponent's going to constantly be moving. And so I like to put you into that situation in a variety of different ways so that you're never too caught off guard.